Welcome to the clinical teacher at gmail.com or the clinical classroom if you come in through our website. We're going to do a very quick inventory of some of our items that we're currently selling on the Teachers by Teachers website and that you can get access and link through from our webpage. That's theclinicalclassroom.com. First, let me go over briefly some of the information we have on Words Away. All of these assessments these introductions will be extremely brief. The idea is to give you an idea of what we have, not necessarily teach you how to use them. We have specialized videos for those. Please feel free to go through them. If you're interested in clicking on any of these, we do have currently some reduced rates for the beginning of the school year. Feel free to contact us if you're curious about those. The first tool is the Words Away tool. This is the smart feature we have. It gives you the ability to list all your students. And then for each of the students' tests, plug in their information. You'll see where they have features incorrect. It automatically marks the feature errors and the word incorrectly as incorrect. This feature reduces the workload of this particular assessment from marking from anywhere from 16 hours, bringing it down to 1 to 2. And the real benefit comes in once you finish completing this assessment portion. Hopefully it'll give me a chance to load. It's being a bit finicky for me, but this tool does give you the ability to then look at the data that you have from each assessment, sort the students into groupings, and from those groupings, you could then create specific outline needs for each of the groups. Let me walk through some of the other tools very quickly in order as quickly as I can. This is our literacy linear map. This is our quick tool for mapping literacy for Common Core. What it does is it quickly lets you select from here to minimize specifically what you're looking at. There are other additional filtering features that you can do. What it lets you do is quickly navigate your way through the literacy curriculum for reading and writing in Common Core. We have 3 more of these similar linear tools. The first is a generic mathematics linear map, very similar to the other one. It does have an extra box because there's extra domains to deal with. And then it allows you then to quickly filter the items based on domain, grade, and strand. Obviously, you can adjust these as needed in order to make sure that you have the right information. As you change these, the filters change. There are 2 other mathematics tools similar to these, but they have slightly different data. Let me show you those. This one incorporates RAT elaborations. This comes from map assessments. Very important if you don't use map. It's a good tool to check out. But it gives you the explicit details for the elaborations from the map data so that you can actually get slightly better information from your Common Core assessments. This is a very good tool if you are looking to incorporate added detail. The third of the 3, if you are an IB school and looking at Common Core, this is a very good tool. It actually breaks up those map information into the 3 levels of abstraction. If you're just a Common Core school, this is also good because Common Core breaks up these conceptual understandings and procedural and fluency skills and application as well. But this shows you how each of the Common Core outcomes specifically align to these 3 different elaborations and how these elaborations align for each of them. Next in our plethora of tools is the mathematics. This is a refined and significantly more advanced tool. It does let you do some really cool work. It's been also, I've got all the tools open right now. It has all the Common Core outcomes listed for each of these. I can jump over using that to shape, so you see the shape. It gives you the elaborations from map. Below it gives you the Common Core outcomes. It shows you which ones are meant to be review, which ones are meant to be new. The review are in gray, the new are in white. You can sort those so that you only see one or the other, or you can cancel that out to see both. We have a very similar set of tools for reading. So you'll see similar information, except with reading we've mapped that to Fontes and Pinnell. So this is our reading curriculum map. So you can see that here's the alphabetic letters that map to a reading from Fontes and Pinnell. Here's the information where it shows you the difference between new and review. Next is the final one of these advanced tools is our writing section again, linked to Fontes and Pinnell. and then specifically to be either new or review. Again, with the grade levels, you can look at all of this information quickly and easily, sorting by grade level, sorting by new or review. Let's have a quick look at our last few tools. So we've gone through each of these. So the last two that we have that are just Excel spreadsheets, this is the Common Core Curriculum as a scope and sequence. This is available for purchase either as the full continuum, or you can purchase it separately for each grade level. This is specifically meant to be a continuum. It does map the entire curriculum of Common Core alongside the elaborations from Fox-Pinnell. This is for literacy, so you'll see the first section is our reading section. It's outlined and mapped to the Fox-Pinnell wedges. Then is our writing section with the 4 wedges of writing. So it's writing, process, genre, conventions, and craft. And then we have the listening, speaking outcomes. You'll notice on this side we have our information from Fox-Pinnell, what it looks like at this grade level. We have the elaborations specifically mapped for Common Core next to it. Excellent if you're having to build year planners. Also excellent if you're looking at building curriculum for a school. We have the same featured text, same featured tool for map is scope and sequence. Again, you can purchase this either individually or as the whole continuum. Unlike this one is particularly good for IB as well. It has the standards for mathematical practices listed at both grade level and as overall outcomes. In addition to the mathematical practice, it specifically spells out phases from the IB continuum that you're working on. And then it specifically outlines the Common Core curriculum and the RIT elaborations for math, including the levels of abstraction. These two in particular are super tools if you're in IB school because they do specifically incorporate aspects of the IB by incorporating the phases of instruction. We jump over to our Google tools that we have, because there's a couple that we have built specifically in Google. We're working on a few of those now. This is your POI. It's again an IB school document. It's the POI tool that gives you the ability to outline your year dynamically through through this digital environment instead of doing the cut and paste that we normally do within school. This tool lets you specifically click on and select. It's being a bit slow right now, so we'll give it a moment. It lets you specifically click on and select different. Let me see if I can. So it looks like some of the features of this one are being a bit funky, and I think it's just has to do with the amount of documents that I have open. I have quite a few things open and making everything run a bit slow. Some of these tools are quite massive, especially when you start looking at these tools. The newest ones I strongly recommend you have a look at, especially if you're looking at building any curriculum continuums or POIs with the IB. If you're in IB school, definitely look at my year planners. Outside of that, I hope you found this useful, at least from looking at what we are currently selling. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at theclinicalteacher@gmail.com or through our website, that's theclinicalclassroom.com, or you can contact me through my teachers page, that's The Clinical Teacher. Thank you, and I hope you guys find this useful. It's been great getting your feedback on the first tool, and I hope you like the new ones. Cheers.